Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 5 for some more multiplayer races. For this session we are racing some B-class cars fitted with V6 engines. Now I have gone for a little bit of a wacky route on this one. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. I have got a Toyota Fj... I can't remember the numbers that go with this one. It's a classic one. However, it is fitted with the racing V6 engine from the Toyota Baja truck. Now, I don't know if that's going to work, and I suspect I'm not the only one that's gone for this. This. I think this is the only way you'd build one of these is with the racing V, or certainly for this rule set would be with the racing V6. Yeah. It's a brave choice. It's liable to fall over. It's liable to have all sorts of issues. It should be pretty rapid accelerating. It's got 410 horsepower, which is quite a lot. Quite a lot in B-class. But yeah, I don't know. It might be a bit too ungainly for some of this stuff. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, well, that's the other one has fallen over. So... Okay, that makes me think they might have gone a very different route. So we massively out-launched it. So I'm on off-road race tyres. If that's fallen over like that, it makes me think it might be on like semi-slicks or something. We are to the inside of the Levante. I mean, Ollie's actually been quite brave. B-Class, the Levante, does not have much PI to work with at all. That's really, really tough to make that work. We are going to have to be... I mean, we've already seen one of these tip over. I'm a little bit nervous now. Oh god, about these high-speed corners. I presumed I wasn't going to have the grip for them to really fall over, but I could be wrong. Now, I do have aero on this. Oh, well, only on the rear. I didn't really get front. There's not really front aero for this. In a hope that maybe it will give it some grip. Because this is where we are a real handful, so to speak. I think maybe with this is if it does, for whatever reason, get up onto two wheels, I think it's just going to fall over. So that is something I've got to be very acutely aware of. I have to say, though, I expected it to handle worse, and it really doesn't handle too badly. It's... all things considered, yeah, it really doesn't handle that badly. It's kind of... quite neutral, really. It doesn't really... Again, considering the tyres that this is on, I mean, it is relatively light. I think it's just under 3,000 pounds, which is not bad for the sort of thing it is. Power-to-weight ratio is pretty good. Its real biggest downside is, I guess, probably aerodynamics. It's so boxy. I mean, the Forza Aero doesn't help much with top speed, but it's never going to be a straight-line speed machine. Acceleration machine is not too shabby, really, with it. The other one's recovering quite quickly, so that can fall over and be that fast. I don't think we're going to probably have an answer for it, at least maybe not on here. If it is on not off-road race tyres, then off-road we should be fast. We get a little bit too much understeer through there for my own good. Yeah, we're not going to be able to... fend off, I don't think. Well, I mean, we're going to have accelerate. I think we have acceleration on our side, possibly here. A little bit, but that is kind of about it. We are pulling clear of the... I mean, the Levante we are pulling clear of, which is always good. We will kind of just park it on the apex a little bit through here, which is sort of what we can do, and then hopefully accelerate away. I don't know whether we will. Apparently not particularly. So yeah, we will again park it on the apex. I mean, if it's going to go past us, make it go an awkward way around is going to be the name of the game here, really. If we can defend for the remainder of the race. I mean, we can defend through some of these corners. I fear that it's kind of this section here where we're not going to be able to defend against it, particularly. We can make it wide this lap around, but I don't know. Don't know if we're going to be able to make it wide. Could do like forever. It's probably going to be a limit on how many times we can make it wide. We'll park it on the apex of the hairpin. I'm not going to let you cut underneath. We're not going to make it easy here. I want to kind of force it into a roll if I can, because that would help me out no end. I mean, it's got just way more grip through there. we will again defend the inside. I'm hoping if I can force it to go to the outside somewhere, like for example down towards turn 1, if we can force it the long way around, that's good for me. Come on. No, it's just got too much grip. it's just got too much grip for me to be able to fight against that. I'm going to have to hope it falls over, because otherwise we don't have an answer. I mean, it's unhappy, clearly very, very unhappy in these corners, but it has got too much grip for me here. But whatever's causing that grip roll should, I guess, in theory, work against it when it comes to the off-road stuff. That is the hope here. We should be good on the off-road stuff. The Levante's actually clinging on pretty well. I know our fight would have slowed us down a bit, but Levante is not clinging on too badly. I mean, it's not really the top group that we were expecting to see in a V6 battle. Is two Toyotas, two Toyota FJs, classic ones, and a Levante. That is the top order that you shall get. Yeah, iffy final lap, but yeah, there we go. Second place for us, not too shabby at all. I mean, so I can pick up in 4th, Deloria. It's just, yeah, not quite gone the sort of expected way in this. Oh well. Oh, the fun of a FailRace lobby. We head to the Caldera scramble for our next race. Small concern for me is while the game was loading up, I was just prattling around with my vehicle and it fell over. So, I mean, the bumps and the elevation and all of that, I was messing around on the side of a hill. Admittedly, I was going uphill. I don't quite know how I managed to fall over that way. But, I mean, there is a small chance that this could fall over. I mean, it is quite a small chance, but there's more of a chance in this than just about anything else I've raced in one of these sessions. So, you know, there is that. Now, we should be fast here. So the other Toyota is on rally tyres rather than off-road race, which is not terrible, but nowhere near as good, especially on a circuit like this that is full dirt. The off-road race is what you want. We are all-wheel drive, which is hopefully going to be good. I do have a VW pickup that's actually very fast in B-class, front-wheel drive one. I don't think that would stand a chance in this kind of scenario, so to speak. We are going to have a look to the inside of the Scirocco here, and we will move up a position, and it is nicely through all of that. So, it is me chasing down a Levante. I mean, this is probably, well, it's the terrain this is, in theory, best for this Toyota. Levante is going to cover the inside down to turn 1. Sensible move. Can we go around the outside? Don't need to. I will just duck underneath it. I was planning to go around the outside of it, but then when I saw it wasn't quite making the corner, we just have the grip. I was maybe a little early on the brakes to go around the outside. I wasn't 100% sure, having, well, you know, not driven this vehicle around this track before. And, yeah, it was just, well, you know what, if you're going to end up out a little bit wide, I will make the most of it. This thing is rapid. I mean, as I said, power to weight ratio is pretty good in this. The compound is good for this. It is sometimes the way it goes with Forza and car builds. I expected this to be half decent because of the power to weight ratio and the tyres that we could get on it. But it is very fast. It is very fast when, certainly when given here. However, there is that ever-present danger of it could fall over. You know, it is a very, very legit fear that it could fall over. I don't think there are any... Is if there's a big crest on the inside of a corner, that's what would do it. Now, I think, thankfully for me, around here there isn't such a thing. As far as I'm aware, there isn't such a thing around this track. But it's not to say other tracks won't have it potentially in trouble. We have very much managed. That corner there is probably the biggest fear, but what would cause it to roll would be... Its grip roll is what's going on, and because we're on dirt, it's not going to generate enough grip, I don't think. Even if we did have a bump at a really awkward angle, we are just vanishing away from that Levante. Yeah, on tarmac, it can kind of keep pace with us a little bit. Out here, out here it doesn't quite have an answer for the Toyota. I mean, as I was kind of saying in the first race, I expected this to be a bit of an insane machine, and it's just good. Like it's not tricky to drive it, and I think that's what most surprises me about it. Not necessarily that it's fast, it's that it's really not difficult to drive it very quickly. I really thought it was going to be a bit ridiculous and a bit out of control, and it's just not. Ollie was up visiting the wall, which might have actually let the Scirocco past back there in that battle for second. I didn't actually see what happened on the drag race up the hill. I think the Scirocco may be struggling a little bit for power around here. We are just absolutely gone in this one. Nothing has an answer for the FJ when it comes to the off-roading at the Caldera circuit. We have got just one more corner to go. It looks like the Levante is going to hold on to the second place here. We will claim a victory for the Tonka truck. The Levante is going to come home in second, I think, ahead of the Scirocco. It looked like a good battle, actually, going on back there over that second place. They were having a good little... Yeah. Gee, that was ridiculously strong. That was so fast. I mean, yeah, it's got the right tyres. It's, you know, it's the right sort of vehicle for that environment. The Levante was also on the off-road, but it didn't have anywhere near as much PI to work with, etc. But yeah, still happy with that. It's strong. Well, it's strong where it was supposed to be strong. So we're off to the Garden Circuit for our next race. We're a long way back. It's going to be an interesting one. We're expecting to be half decent around this track. I mean, it is more of a handling circuit, unless the other FJ falls over a lot. Ultimately, it's just going to have the much better tyres for this. So this is really going to be a battle for second, I think. I know we're good off the line. We can jump a few vehicles in towards turn one. We'll have to wait and see what else might work around this track. I mean, this is a little bit more like the Chihuahua circuit. If anything, it is a very handling sort of focused track, if you will. We will fling it into turn number one and see what happens, really. We're pretty good all the way through here. It is nice enough out the other side. We move ourselves up into fourth. The Levante not quite got through the traffic the same way. The BMW struggling a little bit for grip. We will try and get our car nicely through this lot. There's a big pack of vehicles behind, which is always a scary sight to see, although I think we're clear. We've got such acceleration on this, we can just get clear of vehicles. We are right behind the BMW, but no way past there. Do we have a look? You can't really... Well, you can pass through here, but it's dicey at best to do it. And we're going to get street furnitured, and we're going to run out of area to go. We'll just shadow it all the way through that section. We do need to find a way past at some point, and preferably soon. The BMW's brakes a little bit early, a little bit cautious on the first flying run into there, and we can just carry a bit more speed. We're not catching the other FJ. I wouldn't expect to either. As I said, without it falling over, there is very little that we can do. Now the question is, can we catch the Volkswagen? That was a terrible line through there by me. Not going to catch anything driving like that. I've got the DeLorean behind us. The first sighting of the of the DeLorean in an actual race setting. Don't know what tyres that one will be on. Judging by the fact it wasn't really with the front group, it's probably not an off-road race. If an off-road race, we're definitely doing pretty damn well on the handling front. We can run it in there with some speed. Can we be fast through here? We can. It's as much bravery as I dare. Although the DeLorean also carrying some speed through that section. My hope is the DeLorean we should out-accelerate. Fingers crossed at least. Oy, that's some sliding by me. That's not what we needed. We are going to have company from a DeLorean soon if we're not careful. Okay, good. We've just got... so we've got to calm it down a little bit. I don't want any more sliding from this. I don't want to have to go into defensive mode because we are catching the Volkswagen slowly. So the problem is if I go in defensive mode, the Volkswagen probably gets second. But if I don't go in defensive mode, the DeLorean gets me, and we get third anyway. Like, even if we catch the Volkswagen, then we only get third. So it's tough. It's tough. I mean, we've got to get... I think because we've got such good run out of these corners, we should be sort of clear enough that we can stay ahead of that DeLorean. In fact, it is not close enough at the moment. It will close up a little bit through here. Bloody hell, it really does close up through there. So this is where we're vulnerable, perhaps. Down into turn 1, because it's a fast... It's not like a low speed acceleration zone. We're good, and the DeLorean is to the inside. Oh, we've got a big kick of oversteer through there. It's not quite got it done, but I've got to be really careful. I can't afford to let that happen next lap around. Okay, can we do anything about the Volkswagen? We get a bit of a slide through there. Maybe. Now we've got the DeLorean for company, and that's the problem. The Volkswagen is to the outside, but of course it's got great grip through the corners. Oh, bloody hell. It's like the M3 battle a little bit. Now, what we need to do is we need to get past. We need to get this pass done before the DeLorean passes us. We are to the inside through here, but I can't carry the speed through the corner. We don't know how quick that DeLorean is through this last sector. Volkswagen was a little wide on the way in. Oh, we've all got stacked up. DeLorean gives us a help through there. We're now to the outside at turn 1. We are going to have to try and do this the long way around. Oh, we're going to clonk the wall. We're desperately clinging on to the Toyota. Where is that DeLorean? It's trying to get underneath, trying to make it 3 wide. We are clear. This has been a mad final couple of laps. And the DeLorean might still get second if we can pass the Volkswagen some point around here. Might be able to get second. We've got to just use this acceleration. We know that's where we're strong. Yeah, we can just pull clear here. The DeLorean is maybe going to have a look into this corner. If it can, it can't quite make a move stick. The Levante's just not working around this track at all. Just not quite got the pace around here. We have got clear. They were fighting one another. It gave us enough clear space. Yeah, it was a great battle. It was a good, fun battle. Yeah, we don't have an answer for the leader. However, we fought our way through. It looks like the DeLorean might sneak it onto the podium as well. Oh, great race. Great race. I enjoyed that one. Yeah, it was for second in the end, but it was fantastic fun. Fantastic fun battle. It made the DeLorean pretty much identical out. Tell a lie, the Levante had a good lap time, but to be fair, me, the Volkswagen, and the DeLorean were rather fighting each other a lot. So I feel like there was a little bit more pace in that one, but the Volkswagen did actually get the third in the end on that run to the line. Great fun race. We head to the River Scramble for our next race. Ooh, we're a long way back. I mean, we saw how fast my Toyota was at the Caldera circuit. It's likely to be quick here again. There is a little bit of tarmac to deal with, that is true. It is, I mean, we've got good straight line speed in this, which this track does have a kind of fast back straight section, which should be good for us. So yeah, we might be starting down in 10th, however, it is likely to make its way forward quite rapidly. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we can do that and not get caught up in traffic. I know off the line we are rapid. I mean, so this is from... admittedly, I mean, it's not the longest run to turn 1, but turn 1 here is flat out. So we've gone from 10th to 4th by the time we come out of ghost mode. Admittedly, the Scirocco has kind of fought back a little bit. However, as we've straightened it and neatened it all out, we might have actually... Oh, I was hoping we're still going to be in ghost mode there. Yeah, not quite, sadly. Now we are on to the dirt. Me and Ollie have got the right tyres. The BMW, I'm going to guess that doesn't. It was quite quick at the garden circuit, which makes me suspect it doesn't. Oh, I got that checkpoint. I legit got that checkpoint. It moved and everything. Well, I guess that makes up for the one that I very much missed in one of the recent videos, and I was somehow given. And now it's going to be an even tougher order. Damn it, we had literally the perfect start. I think that was a case of as other cars drove through it, the checkpoint flag was waving, and I kind of aimed at something, and it wasn't quite the right something. Well, fastest lap and can... no, not in 4 laps, not going to catch Ollie. We would need a lot more laps than that to... Well, I mean, we're going to be rapid, but even if we're like 3 seconds a lap faster than the whole field, which we're not going to be, we wouldn't be able to catch the leaders, I don't think. So, podium might be doable. A podium, I think, is possible here. With the speed this had at the Caldera circuit, and with this being a fast track, we are likely to... yeah, I think we stand a chance at a podium, maybe. Certainly 4th. But yeah, we will see what we can do here. So we've got some cars up that have not got the tyres for this. I don't know what quite they're on, but the Volkswagen, both the Volkswagens and the DeLorean were very fast at the Garden Circuit and really struggling here, which makes me think they are definitely not on off-road tyres of any sort. In fact, that one's on the Hot Wheels tyres that we've just gone past. So, yeah, goodbye to you two. We've got incoming Toyota missile truck, kind of race engined machine. We'll get past you. And now off after the BMW. Can we get 4 cars this lap? I think we should be able to, if we get this right. Top 3 are too far. On 4th is really where I think we're going to be aiming for. Whoop. Wanted to try and duck underneath there. Wasn't going to work. We can just fire. We've just got the grip to do that, of course, because this is the surface this truck was built for, primarily. A little bit wide out of there to bump the wall. Come on, Toyota. We can run down the pack ahead, I hope. It is nice enough. I mean, we are flat through tarmac. It doesn't handle badly on the tarmac. It hasn't got the ultimate grip, but it certainly doesn't handle badly through here. We will try and carry as much speed as I dare into this section. Right. Well, maybe we can get 5th by the end of this lap. 4th is just a little bit further away. That's one of the pickups, isn't it, I think? I can see the top 3. I mean, our lap time is going to be fantastic, I hope, at least. It better be. As I said, this is where this truck should excel, really. We did clonk that wall a little bit through there. Okay, Golf, where are we gonna get past you? Can I outrun you down the straight? Potentially. We might just get it done before the corner. We are to the inside. Not quite got the pass completed there. Oh, this is now the battle for 4th, which means somebody missed a checkpoint. The pickup missed a checkpoint. That has fallen back. Can't quite get the pass done there. We might be able to get the pass done here, where we got past something BMW last lap. Around onto the tarmac we go. It is just so very, very fast. Yeah, we've got. I mean, we are in a rush. We're running out of laps if we're going to get this 4th place. We're up against Dino here, which we should outrun down. I mean, we actually massively outrun the Golf down a straight. The Levante we are catching, but not by enough to really do anything about it. Sadly, oh, that's just chucking it into the corner and hoping almost we will outrun the Dino. Just acceleration we've got here is phenomenal. We are to the outside through there. We inside for this next corner. Try and go through the thin bit of the water. And sure enough, the Ferrari is not going to have an answer. We will block off the apex of the corner and then hopefully just out-accelerate as we get out the other side. Indeed it is. I mean, what could have been had we not missed a checkpoint is a good question. I mean, it's a bit of a foolish one to miss. I probably didn't need to be as aggressive as I was through that section, because we have got the car pace to be a little bit more pace. Not that I thought I was being particularly risky, but yeah, we definitely had the car pace to not have to be that level of aggression, as we will shoot our way through this final section. It's a recovery drive to 4th. It was a fun recovery drive, but it is a great little truck. It's across the line. I don't know if we'll get fastest lap, because admittedly we were in traffic the entire way round for most of that. But it made it fun, definitely. Do we get fastest lap? We do. Yeah, 20.5. Considering, yeah, that was always in traffic, that could have gone even quicker than that, I have no doubt. Yeah, maybe should have been a bit more patient. Maybe shouldn't have quite taken as bigger a risk on that early part. It made for a spectacular race, though, so, you know, that's something. we head to the Arch Circuit for our final race. I mean, it's going to be a second place, I should think. For I say sadly, kind of going into this, that's sort of what I'm expecting. We're not going to have the pace of the other FJ, but although we might be able to defend for a little while because the long start-finish straight, and we are quick off the line, so we should get to turn. We're probably going to get to sort of turn 1, turn 2-ish area first, just because of our launch is fantastic in this. It launches. We saw how quickly it launched at the rally circuit just gone. We will fling our vehicle forward. It's, yeah, going to be difficult to do much with this just from a pure grip standpoint. But, yeah, like top speeds, well, I mean, top speed's not great with these. Let's not forget, they've got the aerodynamics of a barn, and that's being kind to it, really. The Levante might not be too bad here. It is a bit big and a bit cumbersome, but it might have a bit more top speed than I do. Because, well, modern car, much better aerodynamics. Doesn't look like it's running any sort of aero. The other FJ was up onto 2 wheels. I'm a little bit out of shape all the way through there. And here comes that Levante. It's going to have a look to the outside. Now, if it can make this one work all the way around the outside, it's then on the inside for this next section, which will be it past. We're going to try and cut back underneath for the exit and use our straight line speed to get back past the other Toyota, and now the Levante, which we do make that one work. However, the Maserati is now fighting back on the outside, and here comes the Golf. The Golf's going to get all of us. Where did that come from? No one was looking for the Golf. The Golf's just turned up at warp speed and passed the lot of us. I've got absolutely no top end at all in this. We're at 120 and we kind of die. That's just the aerodynamics at play here. So the Levante leads but is struggling to turn. The Golf is also really struggling to turn, but that's got crazy acceleration. We've got good acceleration. The Golf's about to get boxed in with everything here. We're on the outside of the tussle here. We avoid the walls, yeah, our kind of aero limit is a little bit of a problem here, and we haven't got the speed in the corners to certainly got the speed in the corners to even get close to the other FJ, but we can get a good run out of here. Not good enough really, and we're going to have to watch out for that Golf. So the Golf's going to understeer like a ferry, I would imagine, through this final corner. No, actually it's not too bad. Here it comes with all of the speed. It's going to come soaring past, and indeed it does. That's fine. Yeah, the Levante's top speed isn't bad. That's kind of its saving grace at this track over me and over the other FJ as well, in some regards. It doesn't have the grip to battle with the other one. And I mean, it's on different tyres as well. It's never likely to. We've got the acceleration. It's like 100-ish. We're not too bad, but anything above that is where we really start to struggle. The Volkswagen, I don't know what tyres it's on, but whatever they are, it's got no grip through here. Oh, the other FJ's crashed. It hit the outside wall. It got in the tyre bundles, sticky out bits of wall, and that is going to probably not have enough time to recover, actually, in this one. Can we hunt down the Levante? Could we find a way past? And we are clearly better in the corners than it, I think. But, I mean, can we hunt down the Levante? Will the Golf get both of us? Maybe. I think a little bit of lag from Levante pinged it off the wall there. Here comes that Golf once again. Unfortunately, I'm not far enough away from it when we get down this straight. 2 laps to go. Could the Golf catch the Maserati? See, it will catch it all the way through here, but it just runs out of grip as soon as we get to twisty stuff. So, this track is throwing up an interesting... it's an interesting change. I mean, this is a very different track layout to the ones we've had so far. It is a much faster track, but we could be so quick through here in comparison to the 2 cars ahead, and when the other Toyota is even faster than me here. So yeah, you get the idea. Unfortunately for me, the Golf's in a really strong place here if it can get off these corners cleanly, and if I don't end up managing to get close enough. If we can fire past it, which I can't quite get my car far enough alongside, god damn it, Ollie might be in trouble here. that Volkswagen might just have the pace. If it gets around this final corner, which it does, it's going to just outrun the Levante through turn 1, and then it's got to hold on. Now, this could work out for me, kind of. If they slow each other down in the corners, we could pounce, but I think we're just going to get outrun to the line either way. However, we're going to try. We're going to try our best here with our mad Toyota machine. Ollie's looking to the outside there. It doesn't quite work, and I'm not close enough, but I mean, we've struggled a little bit through here. Anyway, it's this section here where we catch on the lead pair as they stand at the moment, which, I mean, we're trying. Ollie missed a checkpoint in the Levante. I'm not going to catch the Golf now. It's gone. It's clear. I got a bit of weight transfer going on there, almost threw me off. And, yeah, nothing we can do. The Volkswagen and all of its straight line speed is going to, provided it doesn't miss a checkpoint, which would be a cruel ending from this race. Would be a very cruel ending indeed. It is going to be the Golf that will claim victory here. We are looking like we will get second. I mean, probably the best we could have hoped for. I think me and the Levante pretty close in terms of speed. Yeah, definitely no match for that Golf. And the other Toyota was probably the fastest car there, but a mistake. Much like I had on the off-road one, a mistake dropped it down. Actually, it wasn't, even that wasn't faster than the Golf. That was how rapid that thing was. I mean, we weren't too bad, actually, there, lap time-wise. Admittedly, the other Toyota was stuck in traffic. But, well, there we go. The Golf will claim a kind of surprise victory in that one. Scirocco gets on the podium. You know, I liked that. Actually, Ollie was very unlucky, actually. They were having a good race, and that Levante was probably the most competitive it had been at the final track, and a missed checkpoint at the end is an unfortunate way for it to go. But yeah, I like this Toyota. It is good. It's a very good off-road vehicle. Surprisingly, as I said during the set, it's surprisingly easy to drive. Really not what I expected from it. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. If you would like to sign up to take part in the next one, you can via our Discord. There'll be a link in the description of this video. Find the Versus Community sign up section and you can register to take part in there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.